What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a breakdown of a funded trader, how they passed their evaluation and how they then got to a $6,500 payout on a 50K account. That's like a 12% return. Don't hold me to that. It was a crazy return. We were watching them super closely to see how far they could grow the account. And so I really want to break down to show you guys that you don't need to have a 200K, a $1 million account to receive a huge payout. And it can be done while remaining risk managed, while being patient. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so we are now in the dashboard, and this is a good opportunity to tell you guys that we are completely redesigning the dashboard. It's going to be a few more months before it's actually finalized, but we are going to improve it so it just looks much better. It's super functional right now, but we obviously want it to look a little bit nicer than it does currently. So starting off with the evaluation that they took, we can see their graph here, and it was steady throughout the entire way. Their loss limit, their trailing drawdown, everything was solid. No major dips except here when they went from 52,000 back down to 51. So just roughly $1,000 drop. So they were steady across the board. But what's really interesting is to actually look at their stats here. So they obviously passed once they hit 10%, but their win rate was 54. And I thought this was super interesting. Most traders fail just because of their emotions. We're not very good as people of dealing with losses, but the best traders know that trading is just a game of probabilities. It's a game of, numbers. You have to let the losses happen so that your edge can play out over time. And Mano, the trader here, knew exactly that. He only won 54% of his trade. So essentially every time he entered a trade, there was a 50-50 chance that it was going to be a winner or a loss. That's taking a lot of losses. But the reason that he was profitable all comes down to his risk to reward ratio of 1.28. This is just basic risk management, but it goes to show how important it is that your winners are larger than your losses. His average win was $211.65. So he wasn't taking massive swings by any means. He was taking many trades and getting those small wins and letting them add up. His average loss was $165. So that means that every trade, it could be expected statistically that he would profit $41.36. And to just show you how many trades he actually took, because to make $5,000 with an average win being $200, you have to take a lot of trades. So we can go down here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades per page, and there are 13 pages. So he just took a ton of trades. You'll see on the funded account, he obviously took a few less trades, but when we broke this down in our backend, we could see that gold was definitely his most traded pair, which I think for many traders is very popular. We want to do a breakdown, but I do think that the most traded pair on our platform is gold. So you can see here, profits, $100, 57, 140, 84. And if we look at the time in the market, this is 12:15 to 4 o'clock. So just 4 hours here. He wasn't in trades for too long. Here, he closed it, 20 minutes later, an hour later. Really not holding trades for too long. And we see this very often. It seems to be, of course there's outliers, but it seems that the best traders are the ones that aren't in the market for too long. They take their profits, they close their trade, and they hold on to those profits. If you're in the market for a long amount of time, the market is volatile. It can do anything and it can wipe out your profits. And so we do see a good portion of our funded and profitable traders, they're not in the market for too long. Okay, so that is the evaluation account. It took, I don't know exactly how long it took him to pass this. It was roughly a month, I believe. His first trade was on March 7th and his last trade was on May 3rd. So that is wild. It took several months to pass, and it goes to show, be patient, guys. Take your time. There's no time limit. Just be risk managed, do your thing, and you will pass. Okay, so that is everything for the evaluation. I want to take a look now at his funded account. Now you'll see that the funded account has now been breached, okay? But this decline is from a payout. So they removed their funds, which is the smart thing to do, and then shortly after they breached their account. It doesn't really have so much to do with the fact that they withdrew, because as we'll see, they were roughly up $3,000 again before breaching the account. Okay, so let's look at the stats and see how similar they are to the evaluation account. So the win rate was lower. We were roughly 52% on the evaluation, now 43.44, and the risk reward is 1.69. So still, the wins were larger than the losses. And what's interesting here is that the wins were actually more than double on the evaluation account when we were roughly $200. The average win here is 552. Again, so it shows us that really the risk reward is the most important thing here, and the win rate, if you can control your emotions, isn't quite as important. Okay, so let's look at the trades. So they started on May 9th, so roughly a week after passing the evaluation, which is a good sign. We see a lot of traders that blow their funded accounts. The day they receive them, they're taking tons of trades. They're just so excited, which is understandable, but that leads to poor trading decisions. Okay, so they had quite a few large winners, which is interesting because it's not how they traded on the evaluation account. We can see here they profited $1,500 on GU, quite a few trades on GU, and just a really solid consistency here. Those are all wins here, $1,000 on US 30. And we noticed in the back end as well that this trader was holding trades for longer than they were during the evaluation phase. So there was definitely a little bit of a change in strategy, whether they knew it or not. You can see here, starting on the 15th, they held into the 16th. So holding that trade for, roughly 9 hours, profiting $1,000. Let's keep going to see if there's any outliers. $1,100 win, $1,000 win, and all of the losses are really small. And that's what we like to see. That's what we do see statistically always when it comes to our most profitable traders. $600, $500. It doesn't seem like a lot of money when you're in it, but these add up. The $600, the $200 wins, they do add up. And so when you're not trying to have that one massive home run, just let those build up and you'll get to that huge payout. So this trader ended up trading the funded account for a month, and then on their withdrawal date, they requested a withdrawal. The highest mark that they got their account to was roughly $8,000. The day of the withdrawal, it was $6,500, which they withdrew, and we can show you here. Right here, you can see this is in our Discord. The link to join this is in the description below in the payout section. So we had the payout of $6,555.63, which I believe is the largest payout we have done on a 50K account. It is a phenomenal amount of money to earn on just a 50K account. This is an email that we received from the trader saying, "Hi Matt, I forgot to tell you that I received the payment the same day the payment was approved." That is what we love to see. Here is more payout proof here from Deal, and then that the payment was initiated. So that is it for this video, guys. The link to join our Discord is in the link below. I hope this is motivating for you guys, and it really goes to show that you do not need to be trading a huge account to receive a huge payout. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one, and until then, peace.